Ahoy, well, hello. It is Teas. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. So I'm going to try to make this really quickly because really I'm supposed to have these ferments separated because they have their own yeast and bacteria, so their own organisms and microbes. So they basically got their own department and they ferment in their own way. I just want to throw them together so I can show you really quick because for some reason I got like super anxious to show you. I haven't even made my pineapple vinegar yet, but starting with this one, this will be the ginger bug. So this is about 2 days in on the ginger bug. So this feeds off, so starts off with a cup of water, then you put a tablespoon of sugar and a tablespoon of ginger, maybe for about 5 days, and then it'll create something for bubbles. So once you get your bubbles, then you can make natural sodas out of that. So you'll probably put, I would say maybe a 1/4 cup, or just depending on how much soda you're making. You know, you put a little bit of this in there, and then put some fruit juice, put a cap on it, and it turns into a soda. We'll say maybe 1 to 3 days. Could be give or take. This one here, this is tea kombucha. So that stuff that's growing on the top, this is about a weekend. This is gonna make something called a SCOBY on top. And at the bottom is the tea. The fermented tea turns into kombucha. So this is a kombucha from scratch. Like pretty much it's gonna make its own SCOBY and it's gonna make its own kombucha. Or if it's too strong, they say you can use it as cleaner. So these two, this one and this one, are first timers and they're coming along pretty great. This is the sauerkraut. So this will be the second one that I made. The first one I made was just, what is it? Like not sauerkraut, what's it called? Coleslaw, just coleslaw by itself with brine on it. And this time I actually this one made its own brine, so with salt, and I just massaged the coleslaw to where the brine that's in there now, it made its own juice, and I'll probably add just a little bit of water, but this is day one of that one, so this will probably take maybe a few days, maybe a week, depending on how long you want it. I guess it can go to about a month, depending on the potency. This one here is the finished plum wine. It's actually really good, very potent. That one actually, I felt like this turned out the best out of all the wine, the plum wine. So this one's done. That one took 30 days, and it's done. It's actually really good too, very potent though. This one is the citrus vinegar, really good, very citrusy though, because I use lemon, what is it, lemon, grapefruit. I think it probably was just lemon and grapefruit peel, and very potent, very good though, definitely vinegar. And that got capped too, because that's done. These two are the apple cider vinegar. They're good, but like I said, I think I want just a little bit more bold kick, so that's why this one is on. Anything with the paper towel on it is just so it can breathe, because it's still in the fermenting process, and then once you cap it, it stops it. So basically you stop it by capping it or put it in the fridge. So like I said, just like this one's going to have room to breathe. This one's going to get room to breathe. That one's get room to breathe because it's still in the fermenting process, so then I'll stop it when I get done. This one here, I just put this cap on there just because I just took the original lid off. But this one could be breathing too, since that one's not, it's just something sitting on top. It's not necessarily capped, you know, but this is still in the fermenting process. When you see those bubbles, this is the pineapple tepache. So this is a Mexican fermented drink, and if you see those bubbles, it's literally carbonating. That's why with this one, I think I'm going to bottle this today, maybe this afternoon, so I can start like the carbonation process, because it's literally making its own carbonation. So what I'm going to do once I bottle it, I'm going to put like maybe some pineapple sugar, you know, the pineapple juice, sugar from that, a little bit of that in there, and then throw this in the bottle. And then once I drain it, and then cap it for bottling. But it's going to make its own bubbles. But yeah, it's actually looking really cool. So what I'm going to do is I will run through the process. Like I said, I kind of jumped into it because I was excited about the, you know, showing it. And I also want to make the pineapple vinegar. So what I'll do is, while I'm making the pineapple vinegar, I'll capture that on footage. And then I'll show this bottling process of this one. But I might have to use a different device because this, for some reason, this does not have, and this is supposed to be known for the